Okay, here's an interesting question. All right. Let's run through the question first. All right. So, Helen and Ivan had the same number of coins. Helen had a number of 50-cent coins and 64 20-cent coins. Okay. This coin has a mass of 1.134 kilogram. Ivan had a number of 50-cent coins and 104 20-cent coins. Okay, so there's two parts to this question. Part A: who has more money in coins, right, and by how much? Okay, then part B is given that each 50-cent coin is 2.7 gram more heavier than a 20-cent coin. So what is the mass of Ivan's coin in kilogram? Okay, so this is the question. If you would like to have some time to try this, I will suggest you pause the video, alright, because later on I will go through both of this, right, part A as well as part B. Okay, let's look at part A. Okay, you can refer to the question, alright. We do know that both Helen and Ivan has the same number of coins. So let's say I draw this in a bar chart. So this is the number of coins that Helen has. Ivan has this number of coins in the bar chart. Okay, so they are the same length. I also know that Helen has 64 20-cent coins, right, while Ivan have 104 20-cent coin. Okay, then of course the rest must be 50 cent. Okay, so 50 cent all the way up to here, then 50 cent all the way up to here. Okay, so that part is done. Now, if we think logically, just now we said that Ivan has 104. Okay, Ivan still has 104. Look at it. Here is 64. Correct? Here is 40. So 64 plus 40 is still 104. Well, I'm just breaking it up. Okay, so that this part here, right, this part here, well, Ivan and Helen is actually the same. Right, that's what I'm trying to do. Well, I did not change anything. Well, I'm just breaking it up. Okay. Okay. And I'm also breaking up the Helen portion over here. Alright, the Helen's portion over here. Okay. So let's assume that this one is 40. Okay, 40 50-cent coin, and the rest are actually the same, right, because they are the same in terms of the number of coins. So this part here is actually 40, but the difference here is this part is 50 cent and this part here is 20 cent. All right, so if we think of this, then this is the same, this part, this portion is the same, this so-called column is the same, this column is also the same. The only difference is this middle portion. Well, this middle portion are different. Okay, so if I say 40 50 cent, alright, so I will have $20, or just mathematics, multiplication. And if I have 40 20 cent, alright, then I will have $8. Alright, this part is the same. Alright, so this one will cancel out. This part will be the same, so this part is cancelled out. So this portion, this middle portion, Helen has $20, and this middle portion, Ivan has $8. Okay, so basically, all right, Helen will have more money. Okay, because actually Helen has more 50 cent than Ivan. Okay, so how much more money did Helen actually have? Well, of course, we can take this portion, subtract this portion, and we will get 12, right? Because 20 subtract 8 is 12. This one is the same. See this? This 50 cent portion is the same. This 50 cents portion is the same. The only part is different is here, right? And this part is missed by 12, right? Because Helen is $12 richer than Ivan. Okay, let's look at this for part B. Alright, let's look at this for part B. Still the same thing. I did not change much. I still have the 64, alright, 20 cent coin, and of course Ivan will still have the 104, but I break it to 64 and 40, and of course the 50 cent is here, and we already identified that there will be 40, right, 50 cent here, right, and 40 20 cent over here for Helen and Ivan. But the question gave us one more piece of information, is Helen's total mass of the coin is 1.134 kilogram. Right. You can work by kilogram or you can work by gram. So if you work by gram, is 1,134 gram. Right. So this is what we know. Okay. So, all right. Now, who will actually be heavier? If we think about it. Okay, we know that 50 cent is heavier, and Helen has more 50 cent, right, than Ivan. So actually, Helen has a heavier mass. Okay, all right. So actually, Ivan mass will actually be lesser. All right. We are also informed, okay, that the 50 cent coin, right, is 2.7, right, gram, okay, heavier, right, than the 20 cent coin. Okay, so this part we are given 2.7. This 1134 is actually the gram, Helen's gram, right, the weight. Helen's coin 1134. Where does this 40 actually come from? This 40 is actually this coin over here. Okay, all right. So if you look at the weight, how do I deduce this? This part is the same weight. The 50 cent coin on this portion is also the same weight. Right. I know Helen's coin's weight is given in the question. Right. I know that 50 cent is heavier by 2.7. Okay, I know that the 50 cent coin is heavier by 2.7. Okay, all right. And Ivan has 40 of this. Okay. So 40 times 2.7, all right, solve this, then 1134, which is Helen's weight, and because Helen is heavier, or Helen's coin is heavier, subtract this. So of course 40 times 2.7, I will get 108. Okay, then 1134 subtract 108, I will get 1026 gram. Alright, the question actually want in kilogram. Okay, so if I have a gram, I have to convert it to kilogram, it will be 1,000. So 10, 100,000, so it will be 1.026 kilogram.